What up, what up, what up? I'm Defense, by the way. Media Leaks. T-bro them shit up. Squaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Media Leaks Mic'd Up, and I'm in the studio with the one and only Chicago's Defense, aka Defense. Let's get it, let's go. I had to bring you back, my boy. How the hell you been, bro?
Man, I'm fine. I can't complain, man.
Yes,
Life is
sir.
good, man. Life
Yes,
is
sir.
good.
Yes, sir. It's blessings all around, bro. It's been a busy summer, if you will, a busy year, bro. So it's like we ending out this year on a positive note, you know. New beginnings, new vibes, you know, you got new music online, you got new visuals uploaded. Like, let's get it, bro. We jumping in, bro. It's a lot that we gonna touch on this evening, but we gonna have some fun, bro. We gonna have some fun, bro.
Always do, man.
First question out of the gate, shit. Has music been treating you? Has balance and has life, you know? Has everything?
Man, music is my release. It's the way I get the opportunity to put my talents on display. Mm-hmm. And it also gives me, you know, a chance to educate as well along the way. So music is always good to me. But it's challenging balancing your regular life with the busy schedule and trying to really make sure that you stay consistent.
That's always.
And giving your fan base something that it needs, you know? Like,
well, when it comes to consistency, I mean, you've dropped a couple of new projects. Let the fans know what they are, bro, you know?
oh man, Stand on the Business.
Let's go.
Again, Roller the Jeweler. Okay. He shot me up, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to that man. And also, I did a freestyle over Cold Summer in the Essence, man. Okay. Again, man, Roller the Jeweler shot me up. So those are the two I dropped this year.
Okay. Closing out the year strong. You want to start off 23 like with a big momentum or whatever, you know. With that being said, do you find yourself like, I know you said balance and life and, you know, staying consistent, but do you find yourself like surprised or anything? Or you at the end, you're like, okay, I'm finna go, I got this and this done. I'm finna go into the new year with this type of momentum. You know what I mean? So I could keep it going crazy. Like, you know, you want to stay on that trajectory.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely, man. I mean, that's always the thought process, like, keep it going. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, again, life throws you some curveballs. You be like, damn.
Facts.
And then all of a sudden, you've been off the scene for 3 months. Like, that's just how it goes. Sometimes you be like, damn, it's been 3 months, shit.
But it's crazy because it's teaching you how to deal with, it's an A word, adversity in a way. You know, because we all have things that happen. I've had people cancel. I've had people talk down. I've had people, you know what I mean? Like anything that you could think of, like we've all went through it, you know. But it's to a certain extent we gotta push through to see the vision complete. You know what I mean? So with that being said, how did these projects come to light, and how did you hone in and get them done?
Oh, well, starting with Stand on the Business, man. Mm-hmm. I'm a person that take care of business, but I also don't want to, how could I say this? I have to make the messages that I put in the music fun to listen to still. I don't want to make it seem like the music that I'm putting out is like a book sitting in front of you. Like, just a 1,000-page book. Like,
you still want it to be entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, it's about handling business, but it's messages in there. So I mean, it was pretty easy for me to come up with. And then again, you know, during the production of it, just riding through the city and just picturing landscapes. Like, damn, like a couple of graffiti artists throughout the city. You know, they was bombing walls and it was dope. I'm like, damn, Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat. Shit, games I grew up on playing. I'm like, I gotta put that in there.
That vision,
yeah, so it was just fun to do, period, bro. It was easy for me to do. It was fun. And again, standing on the business is something that I do. Mm-hmm. you know, and it became a catchphrase throughout the city. You know, a lot of people be like, I stand on business.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, stand on the business. And I just started playing with the words and did it my own way, you know?
Okay. Balance. What does that mean to you?
Balance.
Then juggling what we juggle, like kids. I'm not afraid. I work. You know what I'm saying? I go to work. I take time off to get these done, and you know, like you got kids, you got the wife, and you got the, you know, you still got to make time for yourself, and you know.
Man, for me, balance is just about the amount of effort that you're putting into something. I mean, of course, you won't be able to put 100% effort into every single thing, every step of the way. But as long as you're putting in the desired effort, whatever you got left inside of you to give it. That's how I look at it. Like, okay, your job, the kids, the wife, it all deserves a valid amount of effort. You know what I'm saying? And with your wife, you can communicate that. Babe, look, today, I ain't at 100%. I might be at 20. Well, right now, hey, this is the best I can give you. My communication skills. How was your day today? You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. You got a lot of different things going on in the culture at the moment. And I want to ask you about Kanye, everything that's going on with Kanye West, him speaking out the way he did, everything going on with Kyrie Irving, him speaking out the way he did with his platform and his millions of followers and stuff. Do you believe that us as African Americans have a freedom of speech? And if so, is it filtered? Is it cut off? Does it go around what you say or what you don't say? Or how would you explain this to a younger generation when you're trying to teach to be true to self, but at the same time not to ruin any opportunities that they may have for themselves?
Well, I'm gonna first of all start saying I'm a person that believes in discipline, consequences as well. So you're gonna be held accountable for whatever it is that you say, no matter if we do have freedom of speech, because you do have the freedom of saying, but there are consequences for everything that you say. And you have to be mindful of those things that you're displaying to the world. Because another thing is, we're putting these things on display, but a lot of things that are being talked about now has been talked about for decades to this previous era.
Right.
Whether it was Elijah Muhammad or Marcus Garvey. So many people spoke on these things, and it's like you want to jeopardize what it is that you have now to enlighten people who probably don't want the information. That's how I see it. I know it sounds harsh, but for real, people would turn the light off. Oh, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of people that came out and spoke against Kyrie when he didn't even say anything. He made a post.
Right.
Didn't say anything. Put up a post. How dare you? So
LeBron James comes out and makes a statement and says, you know, I don't condone this, that, and the third, and which is okay. But a lot of people were upset because it's like, from a certain standpoint, it's like you've been teammates with Kyrie, you all have been brothers in battle. You know what I mean? To a certain standpoint, it's like you're kind of kicking him while he's down when you could have just said, no comment. You know?
Yeah.
We know what you don't stand for already. We know that because you're not going to mess up any opportunities for yourself. But at the same time, you know, you don't want to kick a man when he's down. You know, it's like, okay, I don't want to speak on that. Next question. We jumping back in, man. I don't mean a sad note, man.
That's fine.
Cold summer, man. Tell us about cold summer. I'm sorry, yo.
Man, Cold Summer, man, was just a tribute.
Okay.
And me paying homage to those who I believe is the best, or some of the best. You know, that was like my gift to the rap community. Like, man, Fab and in the Locks is some of the people that I admire. So I had to pick those beats. Like, man, you know, rap over it, show the culture what I really can do too. Like, again, put my abilities on display, you know?
Yes,
and again give a message. Because in the cold summer freestyle, I really like showed the youth, like, man, like there is a larger plot to get rid of us.
Yeah.
Like if you really listening,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those things I ain't really gonna, get into right now. But at the end of the day, like I say it a lot, man. Because again, it's like if you think about it, some of these issues have been going on for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And any person in a logical state of mind would say, man, it's been 10 years. You don't think it's time to quit? I mean, damn, ain't you tired? Are you tired? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I came from a way rougher era where it was really 2-3 times a day, 4 or 5 times a day you hearing shootings. And they had enough sense to be like, hey, man, yeah, I think it's time. Hey, y'all, hey, let's go back to taking care of the kids and letting the grandmas walk around. And now it's just like, you keep going until something don't seem right to me.
It doesn't.
It seems like, you have some people that were sent over there like, hey, yeah, just keep it going. Yeah, just tell them this. And yeah.
They gotta stop somewhere.
Like they was bred somewhere or something.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it's crazy. Who are some artists that you hope to work with in the new year?
Oh man. Honestly, I could. Oof. Working with artists, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm so honed in on what it is that I got to do. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm generating enough rhythm where I can be appreciated, man. I don't have anybody right now off the back I can say, I want to work with that person. Okay. But I admire everybody's craft. I see a lot of people in Chicago doing their thing, and I salute all of them brothers and sisters,
It's crazy that you just said you admire everybody doing their thing. It's a lot of artists in Chicago, which is true. It just leads me to different music and different politics in the city. Do you think there's a problem with like gatekeepers or, just people being in higher positions, other people are pushed up or looked upon different, how do you differentiate that and make sure you focused on what you need to?
You know what? I really don't think there's at a certain level. Right. I don't think there's a gatekeeper community like, oh, you staying out of here.
Right.
I just think that when you pushing a different narrative, when you have a different message, it's harder for people to obtain the message. So what they'll do is like they'll stray away from it because it's not hot. It's not something you can play in the clubs. It's not something that girls gonna twerk to on TikTok. So they gonna turn away from it because it's not popular. It's like, turn that shit off. I understand. This is what it is.
Okay. The essence. Talk to him.
Oh man. Everything has, again, positive and a negative. The yin and the yang. That's my other side. Like seriously, I really come from battlefield Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like I really come from where I seen real life things take place. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's just me showing the artistic side of the negative. Like for real, like boots on the concrete, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's just like earlier, like we was talking, like, man, bro, you went to XYZ. I'm like, yeah, it's just unfortunately it's just the negative side, but it's what you do to make that situation better, So that's all we could do as men,
And it was also me telling or giving a small portion of myself. Because again, I try to balance the music. I don't want to give it too much positive, but not too much negative either.
Facts.
But that was also me telling my listeners or just people in general a little bit about myself. When I said I wore red every day, you would think I was from Treetop. I was serious. Like I wore red and black every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a uniform to me. And I was serious about that. So it was just like little. Not much, just a little.
Where can the fans find you and your new projects on social media? Let them know.
Oh man, Chicago's Defense on Instagram, Chicago's Defense on Facebook. I'm Chicago's Defense on everything, man. I got a TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, Chicago's defense all across the board, and of course YouTube, Chicago's defense.
In light of what recently happened to the Migos take off, rest his soul.
Absolutely, rest in peace.
A lot of other different artists just the last couple years. You got Mo3,
Nipsey Hussle,
Young
Dolph.
Young King Von. We could go on. Like my question ultimately has being an artist become one of the most dangerous things you could pursue at this point? And if so, how do you steer clear of the negative portion of just trying your best to create and give the world something it's never had before?
Ooh. I wouldn't say that it's any more dangerous than it has been. Mm-hmm. I think it's always been dangerous to acquire material wealth or prosperity from where we from and come back.
Right.
And the second part of that, being from Chicago my whole life, man, again, it's just, you just gotta believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. And you have to, I know a lot of people say move right, you gotta learn how to move right, which is true, but it's a lot of emptiness to that. It's like a gap. When they say move right, you really have to be with the right people, making sure that you're not around people that's dropping letters and saying they rolling up dead men songs, and it's a lot that you have to do. Right. And you also have to be militant, because you can be targeted even though you're not around these people. So you still have to be alert and aware when you're in certain situations. Mm-hmm. When you go out to eat, when you step foot out the door, but again, this is just me and how I'm programmed anyway. Mm-hmm. I'm wired like that. I'm wired to be on defense, because that's how it was growing up. Again, I grew up in the 90s where people would be hiding in bushes or tall grass.
Crazy.
You have to be alert.
Right.
It ain't no other way around it. So I don't know no other way.
I mean, I get that. I get it. We coming to a close of 2022. I just want to ask, going into the new year, how do you stay dangerous? How do you stay on point? How do you keep, the momentum you got and say, I'm gonna make these next years better than the last years, And coming out of a pandemic too, so it's crazy because the pandemic created a lot of different things, even though it took a lot away. So it's kind of like you got a new start.
Now, for me, my work ethic is impeccable. Mm-hmm. Again, I got tunnel vision.
Facts.
Nothing breaks me from what it is that I'm doing. So, not to sound arrogant, but none of it affects me because I'm so focused on what I got to do, and I'm working so hard anyway. It's like the world that's taking place around me is not affecting what it is that I'm doing at this moment in time anyway. It's not because I'm just, I got to get it done. Nothing around me is.
How important is it to, I know everybody starts somewhere, but to branch out, to meet different people, to grasp new ideas, to grasp another person's sense of creativity, is just branching out in general. How important is that?
I haven't reached that level of my career where I have to branch out, but it is important. Mm-hmm. And I can't make excuses. I can't say that nobody at fault, because I gotta start doing it, man. That's really one of my downfalls. I don't have many networks where I can I'm gonna latch on, or me and him tapped in, or I'm just really
But even today, through the interaction, you got some, you got some today, so.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's why I said, that's what I'm saying. Any way we can help, lift each other up, push each other, motivate each other, anything that we can help move each other forward. That's always the end goal. So let the fans know where they can find you, your projects, and yourself. Where can they find you on social media? Go.
Oh man, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Chicago's defense on all media platforms, including YouTube. And man, of course, all digital platforms as far as the music, everything.
Okay. I want to thank you for sitting down with us, bro.
Absolutely.
You know, it's nothing to bring you back. You know, come back, come holler at us, bro. You family, so you
Yes,
know,
sir.
there's
Always
always
a pleasure.
a spot for you here, bro. And if you
My
need
man.
anything, call us. We're there.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man.